Oh! At last, he punishes that. Punish.
Welcoming you to the live action match before contesting the final and the live.
That's the wicket.
Whoa! Goes to Brand. Oh! Goes to Brand. Oh!
But with that time,
Whoa!
that Cyrus Kakulu Nantu not trusting his partner, but that sometimes comes back. I told you!
Oh! Last, he punishes that. Punish.
Welcoming you to the live action on match day 4, contesting the final and of the live.
That's the wicket.
Whoa! Goes to Brand. Oh! Goes to Brand. Oh!
But with that time,
Whoa!
that Cyrus Kakulu Nantu don't trust in his partner, but that sometimes comes back. I told you!
Oh! Last, he punishes that. Punish.
Welcome to the live action on match day 4, contesting the finals and of the Laika.
That's the wicket.
Whoa! Goes to Brand. Oh! Goes to Brand. Oh!
But with that line,
Whoa!
that Cyrus Kakulu Nantu don't trust in his partner, but that sometimes comes back. I told
Oh! Last, he punishes that. Punish.
Welcome to the live action match before contesting the final and the Laika.
That's the wicket.
Whoa! Goes to Brand. Oh! Goes to Brand. Oh!
But with that line,
Whoa!
that Cyrus Kakulu Nantu don't trust in his partner, but that sometimes comes back. I
Oh! Last, he punishes that. Punish.
Welcome to the live action match before contesting the final and the Laika.
That's the wicket.
Whoa! Goes to Brand. Oh! Goes to Brand. Oh!
But with that line,
Whoa!
that Cyrus Kakulu Nantu don't trust in his partner, but that sometimes comes back. I
And
told
it's
you!
one.
Ooh.
Can they be able to make it? Oh! Last punishes that. Punish.
Welcome to the live action. Match before protecting the boundary and like that.
That's the wicket.
Whoa! Balls to Brand. Oh! Balls to Brand. Oh!
But with that line,
Whoa!
that Cyrus Kakulu line, not trusting his partner, but that sometimes comes back. I
And
told
it's
you!
one.
Ooh.
Can they be able to make it? Oh! At last, he punishes that. Punish. Out of three. Beautiful shot. Oh, and he misses it. Over the hook. Crosses the boundary for four. Out of three. Beautiful shot. Oh, and he misses it. Over the hook. Crosses the boundary for four.
With Mukono being one of them. Balding! The celebration comes out. Up country. With Mukono being one of them. Balding! The celebration comes out. Up.
Is the man taking on the ball from the forest end. He pulls it. Whips it, Kidaga Daniel. Kidaga Chris whips it. Is the man taking on the ball from the forest end. He pulls it. Whips it, Kidaga Daniel. Kidaga Chris whips it.
Up from Changes end to the forest end. But welcomed with the maximum. And the fire. But the and the fire. But the Astra continues with his bowling spell from the highway end. And is punished for a loose ball. Wide. Astra continues with his bowling spell from the highway end. And is punished for a loose ball. Wide.
Last ball of his over. Oh, being punished by Chris Kidega. Whips it.
Off the way. A loosener from him.
Big foot on the outside. There it is. Chance comes. Take it. Oh! Over the
This contest. There you go. Again. Together.
Chris Kidega swings it and he misses it. LBW.
Come back to bite your chin. And there it is. Come back to bite your chin. And there it is. But we have Akram Subuga returning into the attack. But we have Akram Subuga returning into the attack. Doing the young man.
Composed by so many schools, the ongoing school children. Beautifully. That's a beautiful wicket. Ashways. But good display from the young man. Well bowled. Well bowled. Buikwe. That good display from the young man. Well bowled. Well bowled. See the context of Musa Majid and Joseph Paguma. Hits the ball. Out there. Massively for 6 to the nets. See the context of Musa Majid and Joseph Paguma. Hits the ball. Out there. Massively for 6 to the nets. Of Lucia with Akena. Back onto the mantle. Oh! He bowls that. And that of Lucia with Akena. Back onto the mantle. Oh! He bowls that. And that.
Going to mid off. Out. Oh! And that is all you need. Because we are old enough, as long as
the ball is hit up in the air. Oh, that's a missed chance. And he's got to run out. Whoa! High up. Chance comes in. Oh!
love to lose actually, and they will not be married.
That one is taken.
Love to lose actually, and they will not be married.
That one is taken.
Light to go down, define leg. Matakuma, that will be out. Light to go down, define leg. Matakuma, that will be out. Made a move of the previous ball. And that will be bye-bye. Dr. Runjot made a move of the previous ball. And that will be bye-bye. Dr. Runjot. Finally, Majid on his knees. Not begging, but and finally Majid on his knees. Not begging, but diving catch. Diving catch. Oh, growing up as it will be the talk of the whole school. But Baguma sorry, the Buikwe Gladiators. Players combating. Sorry, the Buikwe Gladiators. Players combating. Players combating. Tubuga Akram guilty as judged by oh yes, caught by Abba. Oh yes, caught by Abba. By oh yes, caught by Abba. By
your catch. Take your catch, Joseph Paguma.
Follow in the third line and play. Fire up to the keeper.
Oh, shot. Swiftly guided. Oh. Beautifully hit. Over deep mid-wicket.
Back to the live action, we have Jock Francis slamming in from the highway end. Left arm bowler. Back to the live action, we have Jock Francis slamming in from the highway end. Left arm bowler. So he and it's bowled. Bowled.
Fielder and batter. Oh, fielder and batter. Oh, the World Cup qualifiers that was hosted by Tanzania. Whoa! Beautifully bowled. And in the Under-19 World Cup qualifiers that was hosted by Tanzania. Whoa! Beautifully bowled. And
Bowling at the feet of any batter comes with a warning. Bowlers are aware. So the batters realizing that that was a clear switch. Perhaps the gunner off the mark with a trickle down right leg. A bitter clear card from the forest end. And welcome with the field.
120 and 140. Balls! Ball! Oh, beautifully struck. In between. Through the middle. Through deep mid-wicket. Another one. Oh, beautifully struck. In between. Through the middle. Through deep mid-wicket. Another one.
Medical Center of the exhibition of the Mukono brought to you by Kingsley Children Medical Center of the exhibition of the Mukono brought to you by Kingsley Children Medical Center.
Struck up into the skies and is missed. Back to attack. Oh! He clicks. Back to attack. Oh! He clicks. On that, Okisa and Isabri onto the wicket. Oh! On that, Okisa and Isabri onto the wicket. Oh!
What a catch!
There he goes in stride. Action. Well bowled. Quicks his wicket. There he goes in stride.
Action. Well ball. Picks his wicket. Beautifully. Oh.
Opportunity drop by Pierre.
Beautifully. Oh.
Opportunity drop by Pierre.
Developing into one of those athletic kids from the time he was young. Chance for run out. How is oh, there they go. They pick up one. That is a run out. Chance comes in. Oh, and that is taken.
Oh, the young man puts in a despairing time to try and pick that ball within long. Oh, the young man puts in a despairing time to try and pick that ball within. Kaya straight up to Pierre Hanga at mid-off. Kaya straight up to Pierre Hanga at mid-off.
1+1. Eyes up. There you go. That's an extra one. Very huge. 1+1. Eyes up. There you go. That's an extra one. Very huge. 1+1. Eyes up. There you go. That's an extra one. Very huge.
Complete. He's allotted for over. Good line. And now the appeal is loud. Complete. He's allotted for over. Good line. And now the appeal is loud. But it's taking it back. That will go for 4. A wider ball cut away by Yunus Sawabi.
He comes in, spears it in, and how? Whoa! At last, the man wins the battle. It's outside the 30 yards. Decided to put the youngsters in the 30 yards. And
Duncan in Uganda.
the one attacking, just a beautiful shot. In between, and passing on the ball to the senior team. He's again on attack. And being hit. Punched. Beautifully punched. 4 runs. Beautifully hit. Over. Long on. Can it make it to? Oh. And that's a boundary. There was a chance of the win to be the bat. Full press. Answers it. Deep mid wicket. And he managed to get and it's forced for 4.
The fielder ends up in the scoring tent.
Full press. Glances it. Deep mid wicket. And he managed to get and it's forced for 4.
The fielder ends up in the scoring tent for continuing. When the tournament director for this tournament. to the waiting hand. What an opportunity missed by the ball.
Oh, that was a miss. Oh, that was a miss. Quick, get up right and move happy to Mukono. Last punishes that for a back. Oh, there. And it's oh. Opportunity missed there. 5 runs. Buikwe comes, hits the ball. Well punched again by Buikwe. Over the screen. The maximum again. Punishes that. And it's the punch out. Punishes that. And it's the punch out. Punished. Punished. Into the skies. Into the
You do not give that physical level and strength. I think you have
another one goes through, and that's the 4. It's a double. Again struck. By sector. Punished over the screen by Simon Sosazi. Bold. What a punish inside edge. Played on. Bold. What a punish inside edge. Played on. Beautifully hit. Track and over. Beautifully hit. Cross. Can they manage to? Is that a run? Oh!
Thank you, Alpha. Smart to Alpha. far. Bowls him! Both sides. And beaten so far. Bowls him! It's a good young man.
He gets another one. Bold.
Moves in line into line of the ball and pulls it over. Let's see. I just succeeded. I will tell you that no, because that is hit back up.
Swung into the swamp. Calvin Watua.
I'm the last man. And that is a Skyer. Drop by
Under. Let's see if he can hold his thumbs. There's Kidega. Well guided by Arjuna. It's all over.
Lutaya. Power. Ball out there. The ball.
Massively. Yeah. Luta fire on fire. Gets another one. Massively. Yeah. Luta fire on fire. Gets another one.
Lutaya enjoying himself. Ball him. By God. Put out of his misery. That's the tempo. Ball him. The first ball. Oh, that's the Gladiators. Ball him. By God. Put out of his misery. That's the tempo. Ball him. Watua makes a meal of that, gifting the young man the boundary. Played off that thing beautifully by Robert.
And he's bowled. Wicket. Emmanuel Rosnio. Take charge. Look at the run out. Very poor communication. That was unwarranted, unnecessary. Adam Kassi
able to communicate very well with your counterpart.
And that's both ending the life of 4G. Going for and that's both ending the life of 4G. Going for that's the 2 bounces, 4 runs, 2 sleep. Beautifully hit as striking Suga over the screen beside screen.
For them, Mahatma against swimming to extract Dan, and that is a Skyer swimming to extract Dan, and that is a Skyer. Sarunjoji having enough of Gladiators bat. That is the wicket he was waiting for. That is the wicket he was waiting for. Now going. From Boom. Now going quicker one from Boom. 2025. And after all that wait, and that match brings us to the end of the first season. Short from Mbaig to the ball.
Another one. 6 runs. Another one. 6 runs.
Fine leg. Man is capable of shots.
There was a fumble there and a chance to run out. Poor throw.
Running for two. Right now, so run out.
Finish again. One bounce to go. That's by it. And it goes. Mukono. Rebound to go.
Mark away. Mark away.
What a miss. And he goes! 6 runs. And a miss on the tackle. Just as likely. And that's a 6.
While it went, that is all.
Hit.
Fire.
And that's a 6.
While it went, that is all. consecutive boundaries. Two consecutive boundaries. This one is good running from over this mid-wicket into the forest. From Mutagana Fahada. But Lutaya manages to hold onto that one. But Lutaya manages to hold onto that one. But Lutaya manages to hold onto that one. Back to the side spin. Rubang Kene. The match of the innings for Rubang Kene. This is big. That only manages to put on my team with the ball. And Mukisa Jai will have to long walk back to the pavilion, Mr. Matthew. Run out as a non-strike defender.
When we were starting to play, once again from a leading edge of the ball from Gladiator Kevin Machovu having to be Waka Waka bounce extra cover. One bounce four. This third round. Straight back to the ball in. Off the top. Right out of the crowd.
Bowls him. Off stump. Right out of the ground. Abuku picking up another wicket. To the waiting hands of the keeper. Another wicket. Live to the opposite. Bobby is back. Over long on again. That six will bring.
Punishes that.
Juggled by but completing the catch. Leading edge. Catch completed by Arjuna Robert. Behind the stump. Running towards short five.
That's in the air. Oh! Drop. Dropping that. And that's the maximum. 6 runs. Another one. Oh! Big over covers. Straight for 4.
Bike has to take a walk.
He's just there.
uncontested. Welcome to the maximum. Welcome to the maximum. Another one by Perry was up there. Maximum. Run.
That was unnecessary. Unnecessary. Let's take one out. Good.
Oh, boundary. Trips that one for
Swung into the sky. Running.
Africa pulled for the maximum to the forest. You cannot help it. Oh my God! Christopher together.
And it's not straight. 2 bounces for 4. Chance be run out, but poorly handed. Jaffa being bowled. Beautifully taken. And that ends the life of Chris Kidega. Look at it, Breakers. Beautifully taken. And that ends the life of Chris Kidega. Look at it, Breakers. Inside out. Hit. Good cricket. Nice. Doka. Hunting. Another one. Those are 2 boundaries. 2 balls. That was all the way outside of the oval. Ball move. Of course. Of course, taking the right arm round to create an angle. Poor backing up. Punished by.
Out of that.
That's the ball. Ball. That's the job. The job picking the second wicket.
Out of that.
Ball. Ball. And the job. The job picking the second wicket. And there goes a click. Captain. And there goes a click. Captain. And there goes a click. Captain. Another one. And there he goes. Another wicket. Good catch. 5 wickets down.
possession from the fielder illegally.
Punishes that the four.
And point by the one that was very slow. The Buikwe Gladiators. But and the grand man. But Solomon. But that one was off the body of two of them. From the forest.
Punish again. 1,400. Solomon.
Being played out there in the middle. Balls in. Moving back to that ball. Back lower ball. Goes to other one. Collision out there. Lower ball. From Duagara. Swept. By Richard. Collision out there.
And he manages to. That's a four. Hit. That's a four. Hit at.
Back. Punished by
What in my sector? Hit. The hit now. To punch. Edwin Agaba. Through. Another. Another.
playing within himself and his abilities. Fielder edition 1 of the Mukono T20 Cup. Ochen Peter Okwalinga Emmanuel Pascoe.
And has bowled that. It's a block.
2 half centuries in the tournament so far.
Oh, blitz that all the way through, crosses the boundary.
Beautifully bowled. Quick cut shot into the waiting hand of his fielders. Oh! The sound from the
Timothy Kawangu punishes that. It sails through for 4. Punished very well. A bisector. And oh! What a miss. For 4
of this over. Where has it got? Oh! Miss! Ipaji at point.
Cut by Simon Chesazi for 4. Another one. He takes it. And that's a 6.
Running, adding to the pressure.
Scoped by Simon Chesazi. 6.
From the forest end is also a natural opportunity. Once again, gutted. And
Fighting the whoa! Goes to Brand. Oh! Goes to Brand. Oh!
but he just lying.
Whoa!
That's Cyrus Kakulu not trusting his partner, but that sometimes comes back. I told you!
Ooh. Punched. Can they be able to make it up? Oh! Do they to do well? Last punishes that. Punish. Punishes that. Punish. A very good morning, viewers out there. My name is Alpha. It is the final day of Mukono T20 Cup here at Florida Cricket Oval. Third place game, Mukono Development versus Buikwe.
Good morning.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to send you to the center where my co-commentator Solomon is for the toss.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to finals day in the first edition of the Mukono T20 Cup. Out here in the middle with the captains for Buikwe, Gladiators and Mukono Development in the third place playoff. The toss will be supervised by umpire Michael Okoth. Home captain will toss.
Heads the call. It's a tail.
And it tails. Perry Wazombe, you've won the toss. What are you going to do?
Yeah, to my side, me as a captain, I think we are going to bat first.
They choose to bat first. Any particular reason why?
Yeah, because we have better batsmen, and we have good proper batsmen.
Okay. Any changes to your team?
We don't have our captain right now, but we change a little bit of the top order batting, and I think we brought one more boy who's going to bat first. Although our two top batsmen, they are not around, but I think we have brought two more batsmen to play.
Thank you. I'll speak to the Buikwe Gladiators captain, Kasim Adam.
Yeah, today I have few changes. Today we're not having our senior players today. They never came today, and we have some youngsters. We have put on the list to have a chance to play today. Yeah, that's the change we have in the team.
And that is it from the middle. Buikwe Gladiators winning the toss.
This is a reduced over game of 12 of beg your pardon, of 13. It's the Mukono T20 Cup, the final day here at Florida Cricket Oval. Coming to the table standings, we have Buvoma Sailors topping up, Lugazi Trekkers, Mukono Development, Buikwe Gladiators, Njeru Warriors, and Kayunga Titans. The two contenders are Buvoma Sailors and Lugazi Trekkers. Coming to the squad, the lineup of Mukono Development, we have Isabire Joshua, Ian Buwembo, Chimpase Charles, Mukisa Joshua, Ogeng Roth Kenneth, Okoth Joel, Willie Robert, Perry Wazombe the captain, Rubanga Kenny Daniel, Sebowa Emmanuel, Tigatola Abubakari. It's all happening here at Florida Cricket Oval. This is proudly sponsored to you by Kingsley Children's Medical Center located in Mukono and Deep End Sports Media, not forgetting Mukono Cricket Community, and lastly Cricket Uganda. Viewers, we shall be getting back to you in a few minutes' time for live action. Back live in action. The batters are getting in there. Mukono Development won the toss and chose to bat. Standing in as umpires for this game, we have Gloria Obukor, number 2 female umpire in Uganda, and then Michael Okoth, developing from a scorer to now an umpire. So we have been coming from the time we began to now. The top batters in this tournament so far, we have Simon Sesazi with 290 runs. Then the top bowler so far, Ogeng Roth, with 11 wickets. And of course in the ranking is Simon Sesazi. Bowler coming from beg your pardon. New bowler coming from the highway end. Starts the delivery of the first ball, and it's a dot ball. Well struck in there. First run of the match. Viewers out there, I'm not alone in the comms box. I've been joined again by Solomon. Solomon, what's your pick on the game going on?
Thank you very much, Alpha. Good morning. Bozim. It is happening all out there in the middle in this third place playoff. The batter, Ogenroth Kenneth, struck on the shoulder, and the ball cannoning into the stumps for bowled. First wicket for Buikwe Gladiators. Mukono Development side winning the toss and electing to put up a score. Ogenroth Kenneth leaving without troubling the scorers. A rare dismissal. Ball strikes him on the shoulder. Cannons into the stumps for bowled. Owili Robert comes to the crease. Very net changes between these sides in playing personnel, as there is plenty of cricket happening in Uganda. National team trials, bat ball X in Jinja, and of course right here in Kokonjeru, the Mukono T20 Cup. Full ball from Luja Ashraf. Quick running in between wickets. As Owiri picks up 2. Another full toss, not put away by Owiri. No ball called by umpire Gloria Obukol, indicating free hit. Good ball from Luja Ashraf to bring us to the close of the first over. 5 runs on the board for Mukono Development. 1 wicket down. Chimpasa Charles and Owili Robert in the middle. Luja Ashraf picking up that wicket in his first over. Fielding changes as we await the bowler from the forest end. Bowls that one wide. Struck firmly, but to the man at mid-off. Owili will have to trudge off. Two wickets down so far for Mukono Development side, who are in all sorts of trouble. In their first encounter, Mukono Development managed to triumph. Perry Wazombe, the captain for the day, makes his way to the middle. Akram with the ball in hand. Dot ball. Plays at that wider delivery. Manages to pierce the gap for the first boundary of this match. 4 runs. We have had an action-packed first edition of the Mukono T20 Cup 2025. Inside edge missing the stumps. Wickets fallen in this tournament stand at 215 so far. Creates room and gets another boundary. Perry Wazombe bringing us to the end of over number 2. 14 runs for the loss of 2 wickets for Mukono development team. Run rate currently at 7. Ashraf Luja will continue from the highway end. No ball called by the umpire and another free hit. Chimpasa using his feet, unable to put that away. A sling the fielder at covers results in a boundary for Chimpasa Charles. Wide indicated. Plays that one off his feet for 1. Luja Ashraf, full of bowling throughout this tournament. End of the third over. 23 runs for the loss of 2 for Mukono development side. Welcoming you, Alpha, back into the comms box.
Thank you very much, Solomon. And a mere look at how this tournament has been. Ashraf Lujia has really been an exceptional bowler in this tournament. Bowling very well. Continuation coming from the forest end. Starting his second over. Akram with a wide. Hit straight to mid-on. A little bit of a lapses coming from the fielder himself. Mukono development managing to get one off that ball. And another one. Chance taken. Third wicket for Buikwe Gladiators.
Good catch by Sempala. Getting rid of Tigatola.
Score is 25 for 3 now.
In this reduced overs game, you would expect a higher scoring rate. Mukono development currently struggling. Would you attribute that to the Gladiators bowlers?
Yeah, when you look at the likes of Ashraf Lujia, an exceptional bowler in this tournament, young man, young lad, most of the many wickets for his team. New bowler in, just gets there, and the captain himself, Perry Wazombe, dismissed.
Happy days out there in the middle for the Gladiator fielders. Picking up Wazombe on his first ball for a golden duck.
Oh my goodness. I'm imagining right now what's going into the head of Perry Wazombe and the dugout. Look at the jubilations from the fielders of Gladiators. So excited, having picked up the captain himself, Perry Wazombe, a very much experienced player for Mukono development. Louds up here.
Akram on a hat trick. We've had 8 opportunities for a bowler to pick up a hat trick in this tournament, None have been taken so far. Biarhanga making his way to the middle, experienced player. Coach as well. The squeeze tightly on from the Gladiators against Mukono Development. This is a grudge match, so to speak, between these two sides. Mukono Development having prevailed in the first encounter between them in a narrow win. Certainly the Gladiators have been looking forward to this. Motivated.
New batter on strike. Biarhanga. Umpire indicating end of the power play.
Dubs that one and is quickly off the mark. Bringing us to the end of the fourth over. 25 runs for the loss of 4 wickets for Mukono Development, who won the toss and elected to bat.
Viewers out there, we are getting to the climax of this tournament. This is game day number 9, and this is match number 17 in the Mukono T20 Cup. Tickled very well by Biarhanga and managing very quick with his legs. They managed to get 2.
Quick running, trying to put some pressure on the fielders. London Timothy Muhanguzi, the bowler coming from the highway end. An opportunity. Ball rising on Biarhanga. Catch not completed. Make some adjustments.
Pretty nice seeing umpire Gloria Obokor standing in there.
Quicker ball from Muhanguzi. What's different in the Gladiators squad this morning is the absence of the senior players. Skyer from Kimpasa Charles picking up one. Only one senior player, the man behind the stumps, Kasim Adam. Bowler by tread, but good to see him behind the stumps.
Beautifully punched by Biarhanga. 2 covers, back foot punch for 1. Managing to get 1 off that. And that marks Over number 1 for Timothy Baiga. 5 for none. Score is 31 for 4 after 5 overs. Mukono development. Chimpasa having 8 in 13 balls, and then Isabide 5 in 5 balls.
Ball is in his third over on the trot is Akram. Biarhanga picking up 1.
Very experienced player. Biarhanga gets back onto their strike.
Half tracker pulled away for 4.
A boundary coming in after like 3 overs being played.
The Gladiators have bold, tighter lines this morning, picking up 4 in the process. So the batter's quite mindful. Dropped at mid-on. Offered another lifeline. Biarhanga.
That is good cricket from Biarhanga. Glances that to fine leg and takes one of that.
Dot ball brings us to the end of over number 6. 38 runs for the loss of 4 for Mukono development side. They won the toss and elected to bat.
On your screen is Captain Kasim Adam taking charge in this match. Taking charge in this third playoffs match happening right now at Florida Cricket Oval. Timothy London
Quick ball from the bowler, but straight to the leg. Better line. Spinners nowadays developing that quicker ball as part of their arsenal.
an opportunity The big man himself, Biaruhanga, clicks that, tries to pedal it, mistimes it, and the man at square leg with all excitements catches that. And that ends the life of Biaruhanga.
Trying to play it down, but getting a leading edge. The young Othieno picking up that one. Biaruhanga having to trudge off. Mukono development side in all sorts of trouble. 5 wickets down, with the score at only 39 runs so far. We are down here at the beautiful Florida Cricket Oval in Ziba, Kokonjero. Today is finals day in the first edition of the Mukono T20 Cup 2025, proudly sponsored by Kingsley Children's Medical Center in Mukono. Deep End Sports Media being the broadcasting partners, organized by Mukono Cricket Community, and definitely under the stewardship of Cricket Uganda. Okoth off the mark.
Man on mid wicket, lacking a little bit of first time feeling that ball and handing it there straight away to the wicket keeper.
Another life offered to Chimpasa Charles. Mid-wicket. Drops that. You can see the inexperience out there in for the loss of 5 for Mukono development side.
Okoth had a lot of time to himself, managing to pull that for a maximum with all the energy he has towards the scoreboard.
I think this is the time to accelerate for Mukono development, bearing in mind that this is a reduced overs match, each innings being restricted to 13 overs due to an earlier delay. Bowler change at the forest end. Otieno Steven, wrist spinner, comes in. Some changes in the field. Flights that one. They pick up one.
I think Okoth should take more of the strike. He seems to be someone who can really smack that ball so hard for boundaries or maximum runs.
Chimpasa on strike, but he prefers the ball coming to him quicker. Unable to pick up that first time. In the slot, but unable to put it away, Okoth.
That ends over number 1 of Otieno. An exceptional over from Otieno. 50 for 5 after 8 overs. Mukono development. Okoth having 8 runs in 6 balls, and Chimpasa 12 in 19 balls. Remaining 5 overs to bring to the end of the first innings of this game, of this match.
The youngsters much more to their own resources in this encounter. Plenty of cricket are happening on the landscape in Uganda. The senior players being engaged elsewhere. David starts off with a dot ball from the highway end. In the air. Dropped by Muhanguzi. At long on.
Very lazy display by Timothy Muhanguzi. And he as he tries to back up also, he didn't show any intent of really stopping that ball.
Things you would not love to see on a cricket pitch. Keeps that to 1.
Good command from Kasim Adam. Beautifully cut in between. What a late cut by Chimpasa in between slips and gully for 4.
On his toes as he makes contact with that ball. Picking up a boundary. Welcome boundary at this stage of the innings.
As for today, there isn't any wind blowing from the forest end.
Wristy shot from Chimpasa Charles. And the chest is on. Mohanguzi keeps that to 2. Bringing us to the close of over number 9. 60 runs on board for the loss of 5 wickets for Mukono Development. Chimpasa Charles, 21 in 24. Okoth, 9 in 7. David's first over going for 10 runs for no wicket.
It's quite of humid here at Florida Cricket Oval. Very good patrolling and fielded by man at cow corner, allowing them to only manage to take 1.
Played beautifully off his hip for a quick single. Good cricket from Chimpasa.
Chimpasa's really improved in this tournament from the start to now.
Good stop in the deep from Luja Ashraf. Keeping this to 2.
That was exceptionally good backup from Luja.
Deposited for 6 from Okoth. Bringing us another look at that. Half tracker punished. Bringing us to the end of the 10th over. 70 runs for the loss of 5. Mukono Development won the toss and elected to bat. Okoth now 18 in 12, striking just above 120. Chimpasa 22 in 25, almost at the 90 striking rate. Swing and a miss to the first one from David, continuing from the highway end. Another boundary picked up by Chimpasa. He waited for that ball and crunched it. Pass long off
There was pretty much time for him to wait for that ball and hit it in between extra covers and in between covers and long off.
Misses out on a full toss. That ball turning.
Due to the combination of the left and right, a fielding change comes in, dropping man in deep square, deep mid wicket, plus a sweeper, maintaining the long off and long on for Okoth. He punishes that in between mid wicket and long off. One bounce for 4. And that marks the end of over number 2 of David, 19 for 9. Having a lot of room, hitting that so hard. 79 for 5 after 11 overs. Okoth charges in with 22 after 13 balls. In 13 balls. And Chimpasa, man hanging in there, anchoring for team Mukono Development, 27 in 30 balls. This seems one of those highest runs Chimpasa has scored in this tournament, and is still going strong.
Otieno Stephen continues from the forest end. Quick dab from Chimpasa, bringing one. All these youngsters playing for that opportunity to make the age group national teams with a training cup coming up. Bowls him. Of course, half tracker misses it completely, rattles into his stumps, and he has to take the walk. Now well into the penultimate over of this reduced overs match. 13 overs to play per innings. Chimpasa Charles still there from the start.
What an exceptional over from Otieno, picking up Okoth. A little bit of pain. I'm imagining where that ball hit, but all in all, this is the Mukono T20 Cup, hosted at Florida Cricket Oval, proudly sponsored by Kingsley Children Medical Center. Oh, that seems to be so painful. Must have struck at the body, maybe at the thighs, inner thigh of the batter.
That ball right there in the middle. Painful blow. Batter going down immediately. Amusing to the watchers, but very painful to the victim. Receive some water.
To cool off the pain.
Updated by the score, the last over of the first innings of this third place playoff. Quick single. Bahati Moses bowling this last over from the highway end. Played beautifully off his feet. Batter guilty of taking his eye off that full ball. Another dot ball, and what an over it's turning out to be. Wicketkeeper in business.
An exceptional bowling coming from Bogi. Beautiful over. conceding only 3 runs from the 13th over being bowled by Bogi. And that marks the end of the first innings. Score is 89 for 6. We apologize for the delay in the graphics. Good batting coming from Chimpasa and knocking 29 off 33 balls. Viewers out there, await for the second innings coming up after the highlights. And here comes Chimpasa standing in as one of those outstanding with 29 after 13 balls. Tigatola Abubakar managing also to have double figures there for 10. Isabire Joshua also double figures there, 11. And very big hitter, of course, Joel also with double figures, 22 of 15 balls. Buikwe Gladiators coming into ball. Exceptional bowling from Akram Musoboga, finishing his bowling spell wonderfully with 3 wickets, being hit only 19 runs. And also the contributors Othiano Stephen, Baiga Twaha and Ashraf Lujia, each bagging 1 wicket in their allotted overs. Viewers, we are back to this third playoffs match between Buikwe Gladiators versus Mukono Development. This is the second innings. It's a 12 match. It's a 13 match over, reduced over here at Florida Cricket Oval. This is the Mukono T20 Cup, proudly brought to you by Kingsley Children's Medical Center in Mukono. The beautiful pictures out there brought to you by Deep End Sports Media, Mukono Cricket Community, and the mother body Cricket Uganda, in conjunction, working hand in hand with the proprietors of Mukono Cricket Community, seeing the development of cricket in this region, seeing very many schools joining cricket. And I would like to thank also the proprietor, I beg your pardon, the owner of Florida Cricket Oval, that is Akbal Baig, putting up this magnificent structure that has really created space for the young talent to train from. This is where most of the children, most of the players, the young talented players train from. Whether they are in school or out of school, they walk to this ground to see themselves learning cricket. And with the availability of so many coaches in this area, the likes of Okoth Michael, Edwin Nwagaba, makes it easy to have the coaches. But more coaches will be, as I talked to the chairman of Mukono Cricket Community, told me that more coaches will be availed for the young children, both boys and girls, to get more exposure, more training in this game of cricket.
And the second innings of this third place playoff ready to bowl off. You will realize that both teams this morning dominated by the youngsters. 1 or 2 marquee players engaged elsewhere. And in some positive news from Thailand, the Victoria Pearls beating their neighbors Tanzania in the Mutukula Derby, restricting them to 54 all out, and chasing that. Lots of cricket being played over this weekend. It is finals day here at Florida Cricket Oval. Okoth coming from the highway end. Favoring that Fourth and fifth line stamp. The ball yet to meet the bat.
Swung and a miss by Timothy Baiga.
The Mukono development side being led by Perry Wazombe this morning, and Kasim Adam leading the Gladiators. Umpire Gloria with some housekeeping. Surprisingly today it is quite a still day. Normally we've had the breeze blowing across the oval. That ball narrowly missing the stumps. Very good over from Okoth. The score is just 1 run for no loss for the Buikwe Gladiators. The first encounter between the two during the round robin stage. So Mukono Development emerge narrow victors.
Ian, the new bowler coming from the Forest End. Good wicket keeping from Chimpasa after delivering the first, a very good batting in the first over. Now here he comes behind the wickets and also displaying good, displaying very well with the ball.
Chimpasa carrying his bat in the first innings. That will do wonderful things to his batting average in this competition. A young man eager to learn, soaking up all knowledge. Muhangu's Timothy clearly struggling out there, only managing the previous ball of finding his bat.
So many fielders in the ring are limiting Buvuma Gladiators from attempting to go for any run. At Silly is Perry Wazombe. And that marks the end of Ian's first over. 1 for none. 2 for none. After 2 overs, Buikwe Gladiators still in the crease. Baiga and David.
Very measly run rate of 1 per over after the first 2. The Gladiators probably forgetting that it is a shortened match. But Okoth will continue from the highway end. Okoth among the contenders for catch of the tournament versus the Lugazi Trekkers, picking up that hard return shot. A shot of the field settings will see you that most of the fielders are within the 30-yard. Only one person out there. That man. Put there for exactly that instance. By is indicated. Timothy managing to find the fielder for another dot ball. Swing and a miss.
They need to try to hit or play the ball around for them to be able to create runs.
Mukono development clearly on top right now in this passage of play. Misses narrowly the wickets. Tight lines from Okoth.
When you look at Timothy, he's not stepping in with the ball. He steps a little bit away and swings that. At the look of things, he is probably may be a culprit of an edge.
Hits one in anger. for his first
age.
runs. Boundary.
An edge. An edge. Of this innings. End of over number 2 for Okoth. 5 for none. Very exceptional. An edge. 7 for none after 3 overs. Baiga still in with 4 in 15 balls. And then David 1 in 3 balls. An edge.
Runs had to come by for the Gladiators.
An edge. An edge.
The batter taking care of his equipment. And Buembo
An edge.
Ian continues from the forest end.
An edge. An edge. An edge.
Good ball.
An edge. An edge.
Misses that as well.
An edge.
The first edition of the Mukono T20 Cup being a 6 teams affair,
An edge.
having Buvuma Sailors, Lugazi Trekkers, Mukono Development Side, Buikwe Gladiators, Jeru Warriors, and
An
the
edge.
Kayunga Titans. Straying down the leg, Buembo. Buvuma
edge.
Sailors, the only unbeaten side, waiting to play in the finals against the Lugazi Trekkers.
An edge. An edge. Drop and run very quick
An
in between
edge.
the wickets. Managing to get 1. An edge. An edge.
Good clean-up from Perry Wazombe.
An edge.
I beg your pardon, Ogenrod Kenneth.
An edge.
And a look at the statistics
edge.
will show you that the senior Maki players have come to the fore, with
An
Simon
edge.
Sesazi leading the batting standings with 290 runs, followed closely by Christopher Chidega,
An
182. Baguma Joseph, Lugazi Trekkers, 159. Fahad Mutagana,
An
Mukono
edge.
Development, 154. The youngsters in return leading the bowling charts.
An edge.
But before we'll delve into that, an end to the 4th over. 11 runs on board for no loss.
An edge. an age. An age. Coming to the bowling start, we have Ogeng Roth leading. Ogeng Roth, Kenneth Age. Mukono Development leading by 11 wickets. An age. Coming back from the highway end, Okoth. And that one is up. Oh! An age. He misses that. An age. And a fumble by the fielders makes the Buikwe Gladiators manage to pick up the second run. In this tournament, a total of 16 matches have so far been played, having 84 players. An age. That's a dot ball coming from, like I was saying, an age. 84 players participating in this tournament, and 3,737 runs. An age. So far, put in this tournament, 219 wickets. An age. Louder appeals, an age, but no chance there. So far, 3,207 balls bowled, an age. 236 fours, 141 sixes. An age. Well punched by David, and 2 covers for 1. 35 25s, 16 50s, 0 100s, 42 ducks. An age. Well struck in between covers and point by Timothy Baiga, and they managed to get 1 out of that. 13 maidens so far bowled in this tournament. Age. An age. Well punched. And by David in between and point and covers for 4. An age. He aligns himself very well. Well punched, hitting the pitched up ball. An age. In between. Beautifully hit for 4. Well punched. End of over number 3 for Okoth. Age. Well punched. As age. Well punched of Baiga and Timothy. Age. Still rolling in there for Buikwe Gladiators. Well punched. An age. Well punched. An age. Well punched. An age. Well punched. An age. Well punched. And the partnership has been broken. An edge. Baiga Timothy dismissed. Bowled by Ian. Ending his life on the crease. Down the track. Steps away from the ball. And goes across. Creating a gap in between him and the bat. His leg stump ending up down. Across, picked up the guard and bowled by Ian.
Well punched. And the partnership has been broken.
The captain himself, Kasim Adam, coming in to take charge. He has been exceptionally good with the gloves in the first over. Now here he comes in. Very wonderful seeing the fans out there who have come to watch the Mukono T20 Cup coming to a climax today.
Of course, we cannot overlook our sponsors, Kingsley Children's Medical Center in Mukono, Deep End Sports Media, your one-stop shop for live broadcasting, outside broadcasting and production needs. This tournament organized by Mukono Cricket Community. Immediately off the mark, Adam Kasim pulling that beyond square leg for a boundary. Bowler straying to the legs. He goes again. Aerial route. Ball crossing the boundary as well for another 4. Sims is coming out knowing that the asking rate is quite down.
At the rate of things, he has to step up the run rate. He has to pile runs since he's one of the experienced players on the team.
Into the waiting hands of mid-on Robert Owiri. Brief cameo from Kasim Adam. Quick 8 of 3 balls and departs.
Just a little bit of, it looked like just a little bit of mistiming from him. But the intent was there but had luck on him. Gotten out very early.
The first wicket partnership not putting enough runs on board, so when he came out, he was trying to step that up. Did well the first 2 balls, picking up boundaries. Not timing that ball well. The celebration from Owiri.
Actually, when you look at the way Adam Kasim hit that ball, mistimed it. He had already lost balance and really threw his head down. So that's the reason as why I think, to my observation, He lost timing on that. Otherwise, if he had timed it, might have been a boundary or a maximum. As I go for a little break, I'd like to leave you with Solomon, my co-commentator.
Buembo Ian continuing from the forest end. Picked up 2 wickets in this over. Dot ball brings us to the end of the 6th over. 27 runs on board for the loss of 2 wickets. Buikwe Gladiators chasing 85 runs to win with 7 overs remaining. Mukono development side won the toss and elected to bat, setting a score of 84 runs. Chimpasa Charles, the man behind the wickets, carrying his bat for 24 runs. And the man leading the bowling statistics, Ogenrod Kenneth, comes from the highway end. David picking up 4 past point. Again has picked 11 wickets so far throughout the tournament. Chooses to come in right arm over, trying to create that angle. Again, is a student at St. Cornelius Galagala SS, which is part of the Mukono Cricket Community Hub. Just a few kilometers from this oval. He trains from here, so knows the wicket so well. Full ball. Punched through covers. For 4. Full toss. Good patrol at backward point from Owidi, offering no run. Again, Rod Kenneth sometimes guilty of pitching up that ball in the hitting arc of the batters. His first over going for 8 for no wicket. The scoreboard reads 35 runs for the loss of 2 wickets for the Buikwe Gladiators. David 18 in 18, and Serunjoji Nathan yet to get off the mark. 7 overs done in this match. This is the 3rd place playoff. At the end of 9 days of glorious cricket, we will have a first champion of this Mukono T20 Cup 2025. That ball managed to cross the boundary. Excuse me. For 4 runs, Mukisa, a bowler coming in from the forest end. A brisk breeze now blowing. Strays wide. The youngsters fully grasping this opportunity, while the senior players are away engaged elsewhere. Picks up for that. Fielder making a meal of that. Drop and run from the batters. Thick inside edge, quick running in between wickets, brings 1. Ball dropping just in front of long on. Keeps it at 1. 1 run brings us to the end of the 8th over. 47 runs for the loss of 2 wickets for the Gladiators. "38 runs away for victory in the remaining 5 overs. Just requiring above a run rate of just above 6. But Ogenroth continues from the highway end. Good ball from Kenneth. A better line. Crunches him for 4. Past point. Gets to the pitch of that ball beautifully. Beats point. Picks up 4. Third man keeps that at 2. Still within the confines of the boundaries. Good Yoka in response from Ogenroth. We cannot thank enough the support staff who've worked tirelessly throughout the duration of this tournament. The ground staff, the logistics staff, ensuring that this tournament goes on smoothly. Well done to you guys. Bata leaves that well alone. Another Yoka played off the legs, bringing an end to the second over from Ogenroth Kenneth. 9 overs done. 54 runs for the loss of 2 wickets for the Buikwe Gladiators. Not forgetting that the finals are coming up between the Lugazi Trekkers and Buvuma Sailors in the evening. "31 runs required off 24 balls. An acceleration in the scoring from Serun Joji and David, making this match more interesting. A bowler change at the Forest end as Biarhanga, senior player, takes hold of the ball. Starts off with a dot ball. Quicker ball, rising. They pick up 2. Good fielding from the young man. At short fine leg. Sends out the long off. The ball beating the fielder to pick up 4 runs. Bringing us to the end of the 10th over. Sorry for the graphics on your screen, but the scoreboard should read 60 runs for the loss of 2 wickets after 10 overs. .25 required in 18 balls. keeps that at 2. The match coming alive in the later stages of the Gladiators innings, realizing that they're still within a chance of winning this game. Some field changes out there before Tigatola can bowl. Mistimes that, but still picking up 1. Chess is on. Keeps it to only 2. Loud appeals, but no doubt precious dot ball from Tigatola. Hope he can finish off his over. Six runs picked up in the 11th over, bringing the score to 6-6 for the loss of 2 wickets for the Buikwe Gladiators. 12 balls to come and 19 runs needed for victory for the Gladiators. Matches between these two sides have always been full of drama. And this one living up to that billing as well. 19 to win from 12. Just above 9 required per remaining 2 overs. The changes continue before the bowler comes in from the forest end. Pick up 2. Quick running between wickets. Wide indicated by the umpire. At this crucial moment, nerves on edge for the development fielders. Dot ball. Pressure now back on the batters. It's still doable for the Gladiators as they have wickets in hand. But as we've come to see, those lazy from the fielder at gully. Wide indicated. Very tense moments out there in the middle. Sarunjoji sweeps that into the vacant corner region. And that over going for 11. Exciting moments out there in the field after the end of the 12th over. 77 runs for the loss of 2 wickets for the Buikwe Gladiators. David leading the charge for the Gladiators, 39 in 39. Sarunjoji stepping up, 18 in 10. Welcoming back Alpha for this last over in this encounter.
Thank you very much, Solomon. It's an encounter. Actually, it's really interesting seeing the batters building innings. Who expected this to happen to the batters?
Started off quite sluggishly. The 4th wicket partnership doing a good job and making now the equation 8 runs to win off 6 balls. But with the leading wicket taker in this tournament so far, Ogenrod Kenneth, with ball in hand from the highway end.
It's just a matter of patience, standing there by the batters and wait for that ball that is in your zone and smack it for a maximum. But at the same time, if chance comes for taking up the ones, the twos, more of those should also be taken up.
I would have boundary riders to prevent, obviously, the boundaries, make them run and work for these remaining runs for victory.
Ogenroy comes into the attack. And he bowls it very well. But the wicketkeeper doesn't really get hold of that, and they manage to get a bye run out of that.
Might have a ball of everything happening in this last over.
Chance for a run out, and very good underarm hand out by the captain himself of Mukono Development, Perry Wazombe. The partnership has been broken, and now this is the end of Serunjoji from the crease, 18 of 10. Buikwe Gladiators 78 for 3.
Great work from Perry.
underarm throw breaks the wicket. Batter nowhere in the frame. Cool heads needed out here. The Gladiators still in with a chance because the man on strike has been there for a while.
He was nowhere close to his crease. He also knew that he was short of his crease.
7 required in 4 balls. Doable. It will take big hats and come heads. That break in play increasing the tension out there in the middle. It always works in the favor of the fielding side because batter's rhythm now is disrupted.
So are you trying to say that the momentum at which the batters were going is kind of reduced?
Definitely. You would be expecting to the youngsters have had the tendency of coming to the crease, missing vital equipment and being sent back by the umpires, all non-ready at all. Those are some of the minor things that need to be worked on. But going back to your question, some people are able to manage the nerves and tension, and it doesn't matter whether there is a break or not. They will play their innings.
New batter in, Kinalwa. He's in strike. Ogengroth on the attack. Can he stand his nerves? And oh, what a miss. A fumble in the field by Diaruhanga. He throws and the wicketkeeper misses that. The game is tight. A lot of pressure on the field. Temperatures are rising. Intensity in here at Florida Cricket Oval. Quick legs, and they managed to get 2 runs from that. A chance. Oh. They managed to get 3 runs. The 3rd run off the fumble. Wicketkeeper missing, and also man on square leg fumbles around. And they managed to take a 3rd one. Bringing the score to 83. They only need 2 runs to win. Looking at the dugout of
The partnership has been broken. Good comeback from Ogeng Roth. Just a little variation and removing pace out of that ball. In line. And the batter going across, missing it and ending up being bowled. Lots of disappointments coming from the batter. The fans out there chanting. Usually having a slight break in this makes the batters lose some momentum. But let's see who finishes. Batters are calling. And the Mukono T20 Cup, can Ogeng Roth stand his nerves? He spears that. And that's a wicket. That's a wicket. Mukono Development win by 1 run. An exciting, really exceptional contribution from Ogeng Roth. Beautifully bowls that. Look at how he removes the pace from that ball. Well fielded by Diaruhanga. Underarm handing in straight to the stump and runs out. David. Beautiful encounter. And that sees Mukono Development finishing number 3 in this Mukono T20 Cup hosted at Florida Cricket Oval. Exciting thriller. Buikwe Gladiators bat. David Mukisa anchoring in there, 39 of 40, not out. And being helped by Serunjo Jonathan, 18 of 11. As one of those with the double figures in there. Well, exciting thriller. Mukono Development bowlers. Ian Buembo picking up 2 wickets. Ogeng Roth also joining by picking up 1 wicket. Good bowling spells. And managing to bowl only 8 extras. Superb bowling from the Mukono Development bowlers.
Match summary comes in. Charles 29 of Mukono Development off 33. Joel 22 off 15. Joshua 11 off 11. And good. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to hand you over to Solomon, my co-commentator, who is down the field there for the post-match review.
Simba akasi kutoka kuogera nawe kugenda genda kuita kutoka kuogera nawe then afterwards banai abakundi baliwa aba awe bakundi man of match basi Better kumpi, gwe man of match. Jangu. Nenda kuita. No sharing. Do I look good? Guys, count me in, eh? Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. After a thrilling encounter between Mukono Development Team and Buikwe Gladiators, Mukono Development able to hold their nerve and win by 1. I'll speak to Kasi Madam, the captain of the Gladiators. Commiserations to you. Unable to win this time.
Yes. We never started well in the power play. The boys never used the power play well, but at least we gained. We managed to lose by 1 run. It was not bad.
A great effort from your team, and thank you. And now I'll speak to the winning captain, Perry Wazombe, holding your nerve at the end and coming out triumphant.
Yeah, we batted well at first, and we followed all the KPIs of the batsmen and fielded well. That's why I won.
Okay, thank you, Perry. We will go to the presentation of the man of the match. He bowled 3 overs, picked up 2 wickets, and conceded only 12 runs. Had 1 catch, and none other than Mukisa Joshua. To present this will be Coordinator Mukono Cricket Community, Mr. Batson. And I will just have a word with the young man. Well done and congratulations on that performance.
Thank you.
A great bowling effort from you. Very many seniors missing out, but you coming up trumps.
Yeah, it wasn't so much because we had been back in with our fielding, but at the end we tried to catch up by picking the ball wickets. I think that's
Thank you very much and congratulations to you. And that is it from the middle here. Well done, guys. Thank
Welcome
you.
you to the live action on match day 4, contesting the finals and of the Laika.
And that's the
So
wicket.
we'll be with the ball.
Whoa! Goes to Brand. Oh! Goes to Brand. Oh!
But with that line,
Whoa!
that Cyrus Kakulu not trusting his partner, but that sometimes comes back. I told
And it